Hi guys, let's make this beautiful cycle short with shoulder dress. Okay, so the material I'm gonna use to make this dress is 3 meters. But if you are a plus size, you can use 4 meters or 5 meters, depending on how big and flowing you want it to be. So firstly, I measured my neck width, which is 5 inches, and my neck depth is 3 inches because this is a boat neck. Okay. So after measuring the neck measurement, I marked out my shoulder and which I measured 8.5 inches. Okay. So after measuring my shoulder, I went down and marked my armhole. Okay, and after making my armhole, I connect it together and drew a line. Okay, so now I went up and went in by half an inch for my shoulder slant. Okay, so after marking out my shoulder slant, the next thing I did was to mark my armhole, and I went up again to get my armhole midpoint. Okay, which I measure from the starting point of the armhole. I marked my midpoint, which is 8 inches because my armhole is 4 inches because my armhole is 8 inches. So from that midpoint, I went out again by half an inch to connect my armhole. Okay, so after connecting the armhole, I measured my bust point and my under bust point. What I measured here is only my bust point and my under bust point. There is no hip, there is no waistline because this is a free dress. Okay, so I marked and connect the two lines together. Okay, so now after marking and connecting the lines together, the next thing I did was to get my bust circumference and my under bust circumference. Okay, so after marking my bust circumference and my under bust circumference, the next thing I did was to use ruler and connect the lines together. Okay, so after connecting the lines together, on the down part of this dress, that is what I did there. You need to watch carefully. I measured my full length and stopped out where I measured my full length, and from that down of my full length, as you can see me measuring the full length now, then from there I go in by 2 inches to curve the down of this dress. Okay, so from the side of this dress I went in by 2 inches, then I curved it and connected it to the center front of this dress. Okay, so after all the markings, I pick up my scissors and I cut the pattern paper. Okay, so after cutting the pattern paper on the under bust, I went up by 2 inches. So this 2 inches is where my slash will stop. Okay, because I'm using a slash and spread method to achieve this dress. Okay, so from there I measured the whole body measurement, and I divided it into 3, and I measured 3 inches for my slash. Okay, 3 inches for my slash and also 3 inches. Okay, As you can see now, I marked out 3 inches. From the 2 inches I went up, I marked 3 inches to get my slash. Okay, so now after marking them, I use my tape and mark the lines. Okay, so now after marking the lines, there is something I wanted to correct here. If you watch the lines, after marking the lines, there is an extra pattern papers from the center front of this dress, so I later slashed it again by 1 inch. Okay, so you will see it when I'm spreading it. Okay, so instead of 3 lines now, I later make it 4 lines. Okay, because I noticed that the center part of this dress is bigger, so I have to give 1 slash again. Okay, so you will see it when I will be placing it on the fabric. Can you see it now? Is on the fabric. I placed it on the fabric and I traced it. If you watch very well, you will notice that when I was marking the slash, I marked 3 slash, but now it's 4 because I noticed that that side is too big from the center front, so I have to give another slash. Okay, so now I'm done with it, and I place the pattern paper on the fabric and I'm tracing it out, tracing the pattern paper from the fabric. So the same thing I did here is what I'll also do to the back. So now I'm done. I'm cutting out the fabric of this dress. Okay, so now the next thing I went ahead to do is to place my slash. I also slashed the sleeve. Okay, please, if you don't know how I achieve this sleeve, you can check in my previous video. You will see where I make a tutorial about basic sleeve pattern. Okay, so I just slash it and spread it on the fabric and cut it out. Okay, so now I'm done cutting it out. The next thing I'm doing now is to cut the facing of this dress. Okay, so please, this dress does not have front and back because there is no zip allowance. Okay, it's just a free dress and it's a simple dress. Okay, so I cut out the facing of this dress, as you can see me doing now. I cut out this facing. So after cutting this facing, the next thing I will do, I place it on the fabric. Okay, so after placing it on the fabric, I cut the facing out and trim it in a proper way it should be. Okay, so now as you can see, now I'm cutting the down side of the facing, and the facing is ready. You can see how I'll be placing it on the fabric. I just placed it on the fabric the same way I did the same thing I did here is what I will also do at the other of the dress. Can you see now the dress is ready? So the dress is ready. Can you see how it comes out? Thank you very much for watching.